Hello, mathematicians, puzzlers, and other curious people. Have you ever just had something actually go right and you're like, okay, I did good? I think most of us have had that happen one time or another, and it's always important when something goes right to recognize the things that you do well at. So, one way of doing that would be to go over to Skyline, which is a burrito and bowl and nacho place in my town, and get yourself some monster nachos. So here's the situation in this problem. To treat yourselves when you get good scores back from a test, you and your best friend go to Skyline for lunch and split an order of monster nachos. You are charged $17.70. We're asked to set up and solve an equation to calculate the price before tax using the variable p. So, by the way, I did research this on the actual Skyline Burrito Bowl store menu. So this should be accurate as of when I record this video. So the charge with tax is $17.70. Now, in this county, the tax rate is 8.25%. So here's what I know. That price times a growth factor that goes with that tax rate, 1.0825, and that's 100% of the original price plus another 8.25%. So that's like 100% plus 8.25%. So that's like 108.25%, and then adjusted from percent to an ordinary decimal so it can multiply correctly. So that price times 1.0825 works out to $17.70. So now we've set up an equation, now we need to solve it. I see that this equation has a multiplication in it, so I'm going to use the inverse operation division to work backwards. So let's see, that price times 1.08, times is up there. Price times 1.0825 works out to $17.70. Then we need to divide by 1.0825. I could have written that as a fraction. Oh well. Now, on my left-hand side, times and divided by the same thing, well, that'll just eliminate that number from that side. So then I'll just have the price. And this looks like a calculator problem. So let's see. $17.70 divided by 1.0825. And I have to round this because it's trailing off, because this is not a tidy number to multiply by. I applied standard rounding when I found the price before tax for this problem. So according to standard rounding, the price before tax must have been $16.35 for the monster nachos. So once again, don't forget to treat yourselves when something good happens. And don't forget to use inverse operations when you need to work backwards and work out what happened in an algebraic equation. And other than that, calculator.